I want to talk today about this movement towards a world spirituality, which already is wrong. It's not like a movement towards. It's more like spirit is moving in the world, and we're responding to that. It's not like we're creating anything. We're being used in creation, and that's an amazing experience. It seems like all these traditions and pathways have these states and stages that lead into their inner sanctum. It's a bit like Maxwell Smart going into the phone booth and going through all those doors before the cone of silence descends. But inside that holy of holies, the inner sanctum of the tradition, is this experience of divinity. And it's not an experience that can be named or taught. It's a living experience of the fire of God. It's contact with the Godhead. It's awakening to non-dual awareness. Whatever names the different traditions use for it, it's an experience. The amazing thing about the world at the moment is it's almost as if spirit is breathing out of the center of the core of all those traditions. It's like the veil on the Holy of Holies is being rent from the inside, and divinity is emerging in the world. And it's using people from all different pathways as a vehicle for its emergence. One of the pieces that I'd like to bring to this discussion is the cosmological model. When the soul was beginning to really emerge at the time of enlightenment and so on, the fact that the earth moved around the sun became this great symbol that just lit the fire of consciousness, of solar consciousness. And now in 2000 it was discovered at the center of our galaxy is this black hole. And the black hole is a wonderful symbol for the dark mystery, the divine darkness that comes when all knowing is surrendered and being is entered. So we might imagine that these traditions are like galaxies, and all of the galaxies have at the core their Holy of Holies, this singularity, and that singularity leads to the one singularity of the Big Bang. And when awareness transcends the tradition, it's like awakening to have the universe inside you with all its traditions. And from that place, this world spirituality is emerging. So I love this idea that there could be a set of symbols that are given by the universe itself, a cosmology that anyone can relate to. Not everyone is going to be able to relate to green memes and integral stages and states and the complexities of integral theory, but everyone can relate to the way the universe is already structured. So what are some of the keynotes of this emerging spirituality, this movement of spirit in the world? One of them obviously is that it's integral. It transcends, it includes and penetrates and uplifts all these other levels, just like the universe contains galaxies, contains solar systems, contains planets, contains moons, and all of them are in this great, beautiful cosmic dance, the music of the spheres. So it's integral and it's alive. It's the church of the present moment, of what's happening now. Of course it contains all the wisdom that's generated from the past, but it's living, and that livingness strikes something. It's something that's buried deep in the core of each human heart and each human soul that lets it know, even beyond words, that that God is here, that the universe is alive, that heaven is all around us. It contains a note of freedom, the freedom that comes from human beings seeing and recognizing that they're part of something together. So I know I'm part of something with you. I recognize the timing and the vibration in my heart, and I know that we can only see the dim outlines of what is emerging yet. And that part of the emergence is that as we come together, we're like living stones in the temple, a temple made out of human souls that are surrendering together to this emergence. And it gives me great pleasure and a wonderful sense of excitement to know that this is our time and that we are here, awake, alive, and doing our work together.